Welcome back to another episode of Runners Like Us, a place for the everyday runner to share their journey of triumphs and their passions of all things running, plus a look at everyday life. We have another special episode. Today we have Damaris, United States Army soldier, NPC Figure Competitor, SickFit Ambassador, equal opportunity advocate, and also, and most importantly, a runner like us. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me. How are y'all?
Good,
Well,
good.
we were good. We're good. We're definitely excited to have you on. It's been a long time coming for sure. Exchange words and just get to know you better.
I'm excited.
You go ahead and start us out, introduce yourself.
Okay, my name is Damaris. I am a United States Army soldier.
Yes, yes,
As
you are.
stated, I am a sergeant first class in the Army.
Hmm.
I am a 42 Alpha by trade, which is human resource specialist. I've been in the Army for 17 years now, going to successfully retire, fingers crossed. I am currently stationed in Texas. I am a single parent. I have two boys, teenagers, 14 and 15 years old. Yeah, high schoolers, sophomore and a freshman in high school. So I am a bodybuilder. I've been bodybuilding since 2021. I am also an avid runner. I would like to call myself a hybrid athlete. I would
Love
like
it.
to say that that's what I am. I do a little bit of everything. You know, I run, I lift weights. I lift weights for physique purposes. I've done high rocks. I do
Mm,
marathons. You know, I
that's
kind
true.
of dabble in everything. So maybe hybrid's a little reach. Maybe there's something in between. I haven't figured it out yet, but when I do, I'll let you know. What else about me? I am an ambassador for SickFit, the best
Mm-hmm.
socks in the world.
Word, word.
I think that's it for now. My intro.
Okay.
Do you guys both wear the sick fit socks while you run?
I got them on my feet right now.
Nice.
I had to take them off. I had to let my feet breathe.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
But they are comfortable though.
Very
Nice.
much. We got to get you a pair.
For sure. I like purple.
You know, I got the purple ones. Come on now. So what got you into bodybuilding?
A little backstory. Again, back in 2021 is when I started. Around that time, I was in a very rough patch in my life. My mental health was horrible. I was self-medicating with alcohol, and I ended up having suicidal ideations, and I acted on that and ended up going to the hospital. So after being released from the hospital, I kind of made the decision like, hey, I'm a parent. I need to get my life together and I want to live a healthier lifestyle. I want to learn how to cope properly with my issues. So I went to therapy. And at that point in time, I was like, I want to get physically fit. I knew what the gym was, but I didn't really know how to work out. So I was like, let me find somebody who can help me be a lifestyle client and get back into the rhythm of how to properly eat, how to properly
Mhm.
work out, and so on and so forth. I met my coach initially. Again, it was supposed to be a lifestyle. Just here, this is what you eat, this is what you do, this is how you work out. About 3, 4 months in, he convinced me to potentially compete. And I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. I can't get on stage. That's kind of scary. You know, I'll leave it to the other people that I knew who were being coached under him. I was like, I'll come watch though, and I'll support whatever. So I went to my first bodybuilding show and I was like, oh, wow, this is kind of cool. Like, I like this. So he was like, so what do you think? You want to try and compete? I said, you know what? I'll entertain it. Went into my first prep, which ended up being, let's see, I started in April. My show was in October of that same year. From April to October, I did a prep to like cut body fat, get stage ready. And then I did my first show in Nashville. It was an
Oh,
all
nice.
female show. So it was all new competitors. You didn't have to worry about the intensity of like multiple people being there. Did my first show, won overall in my class that I was competing in. And I
Mhm.
was like, man, I like this. And I think just seeing my body, the way my body changed throughout those months, it was like, all right, let's see what else we can do. Let's give it a
Yeah.
little bit more time and do it again. So I competed again in November of that year and I won the overall in that show again too. And I was like, yeah, I'm really starting to like this. So I was doing back-to-back shows, which it played a role on my mental health because it was the thought of like not being good enough, basically. Like, okay, my
Yeah.
physique is not good enough. And I was always like trying to push myself to a point where it was like unrealistic.
Mhm.
So I ended up doing 5 shows that year, which normal competitors don't do like back-to-back shows. They do like one show, they get the overall, they go to nationals, and then from there they either get their pro card or they don't, and then they take time off to grow based off
Hmm.
the judges' feedback. Me, I was just like, I want to compete. I want to compete. So I ended up doing a national show. I got last place in that show. And then finally I was just like, this is my sign. I need to stop and take a
Yeah.
break. I
Yeah.
need to take a break. In the process, I was getting ready to PCS to Korea. So it was like, okay, here's your break, take your break, and take that time to grow. And then whenever you come back, then you can get back on stage. That's how I started bodybuilding.
That's
I know that was a
Man.
lot. I just went on.
I know that Jason and I have a lot of questions about the bodybuilding because we're very interested in like what you do and we love seeing all your posts. Like congrats on your win recently as well. We're curious, how do you incorporate running into your workout routine and regimen?
So, incorporate is a very loose word to use.
Yeah.
As a bodybuilder, your average bodybuilder does not run. We
Okay.
we don't run.
No
The
cardio?
the most cardio we'll do is like the Stairmaster. It's a very low intensity cardio. Stairmaster, incline treadmill, walking, maybe the elliptical. But your average bodybuilder does not run, especially marathons or
Is
10
it
miles.
is it because it leans you out?
It does, yes. And
Okay.
you lose muscle mass when you run for a long period of time. So my coaches told me if you can avoid running, don't do it. And I'm like, okay. But I kind of like throw in PT formations, PT, like, oh, I had PT and I had to go run 2 miles. So, but as far as like incorporating it, I don't really incorporate it. A lot of the things that I do, like a lot of the runs that I do, I don't train for them. I will be the first to tell you my first marathon that I ran, I just ran off of hopes and dreams,
Crazy.
hopes and
Wow.
dreams.
For the love of the game is
Yep.
wild.
I was like, oh, well, I already signed up, so might as well just keep going. But yeah, there's not really an incorporation. Like I said, I think the most incorporation I do is I'm in the army, so I have to run. I have to make sure that I can run. So I'll do a little 2 miler, a 3 miler, whatever the case may be. We have a run club here every Thursday. I make it a point to at least go twice a month, maybe once a month, depending on where I'm at in my bodybuilding. Now that I'm in off season, I can run more. So
Do you really like that low impact cardiovascular training? It's
it's
not
not
exciting?
bad. I think I get a thrill out of just running, especially doing races. And it's kind of funny because a normal person, they just be like, why are you running 5 miles? Like, why are you running a 10 miler? Why are you running 13.1 miles?
Hmm.
And like runners, me specifically, I'll speak for myself. I do it for the medal. I do it for the just to say like I did it. Yeah, I did it. Why did you do it? You paid for a run? Yeah.
When you put it like that,
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I sign up for runs to I chase the suffer wall or that point in the run where you like, okay, you gotta make the adjustments. I love making adjustments, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That means I'm really putting in work. I think I chase that. I'm a fiend.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I like
like the camaraderie and companionship because I actually lately have really enjoyed pacing and being with somebody
mm,
to inspire them to keep going.
mm,
Doing that a lot.
That's another thing too, is with the camaraderie and companionship that comes with running, it's a different type. Bodybuilding is a very selfish sport. Yes, there are people who are there to support and they're very much friendly when it comes to, but the running community is totally different. You
yeah.
see people from all different aspects of the world. And then
Mhm.
it's just like so inspiring because it's like, wow, I was that person before. Like I was that beginner runner. Or you see like people helping one another, like pacing. The last run that I did in Houston, I saw a pacer for a blind person, and I was like, I want to do that.
Mhm.
I want to do that so bad. And it's
Yeah.
just so inspiring. That community is so inspiring. You see amputees running. And yeah, don't get me wrong, bodybuilding has that too, but I don't know, it's just different.
With you,
So.
I feel like we're always told to do strength training and, get movement and do PT. And do you think that the bodybuilding helps you like after that 10-mile run that you did? Do you feel any aches and pains anywhere? Or are you kind of like, okay, I'm good, let's go?
Right now, my body is like, you can still keep going. I haven't reached that point yet. So, there was a point in my prep where I had thought that maybe I potentially hurt my hamstring. And
Mm,
this was like right before the Army 10 miler. And so I was like, okay, let me take it easy on the Army 10 miler. I ended up PRing my Army 10 miler.
yeah.
I was like, okay. Well, I guess something's working. But in my head, I don't think right now I'm in the mindset of until my body tells me to stop, I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep doing whatever it.
I like that. I see your question. Ask something about the AFT. I'm intrigued what you got to ask.
Oh,
Me?
Yeah, that's your question.
oh, my 500?
I don't know. Why did I put that?
I don't know.
Probably
Oh,
because of the Iron Soldier Award.
yes. Is that what I saw?
Maybe.
Yes, I won the Iron Soldier Award in MLC, which it still shocks me because that
Okay,
was
wait.
my
First
fastest.
explain. So what is that? So
Okay, so
AFT stands for.
the Army fitness test.
Okay. And then, yeah, you won an award. What was it?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was in the Master Leaders course, which is the course you have to take in order to get promoted to the next rank of Master Sergeant. So I attended that course, and in the process, they gave you an AFT, which is Army Fitness Test. Out of the entire class, the person who has the highest score gets the Iron Sergeant Award. I ended up scoring a 500, which is the highest that you can get.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
Shocked, completely shocked because, oh, wow, I'm doing good. Mind you, I was 4 weeks out from my show. It was either before my show or after my show. I don't remember. I think it was before my show. Either way, my strength was horrible because I'm depleted at this point. I'm getting like really small, eating minimal food. I do my push ups, my plank, everything's like 100, 100, 100. And I'm like, all right, the last event is the run. I normally run 15:54, 16s. I ran a 14:45 that day.
You
And I
skating.
was like, wait, what? That's the fastest 2 mile I've ever ran in my career. I was like,
Wow.
Oh, that's dope.
wow. The thing that motivated me the most was majority of the people that were trying to win the Iron Sergeant were men. And they were talking so much smack. They were just talking, oh, I'm going to get this because I'm strong. And I'm just like, okay. I kept quiet the whole time. I was just like, okay, 100. And I'm like marking it down on my phone too as we're going through. I'm like, okay, that's 100. That's 100. The only thing I have to do is this run. And sure enough, I don't know if it was my head that was just like, you gotta beat them. You
Yeah.
gotta beat them. I don't know what it was.
Wow.
And the other thing too is normally I'm good with like an out and back. This
Mhm.
route was a circle. It was a track. And I do horrible with tracks because I'm like 1,
Mhm.
2, 3,
Yeah.
like it gets redundant. So if you give me a good out and back, then I know I'm gonna smoke it. But
Mhm.
surprisingly, no, I still smoke it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. So now I have to maintain it because everybody in my unit is like, you got a 500. I'm like, oh,
You
man.
set the standard.
I
Yeah.
Yep.
did. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely dope.
Thank you.
So going back to the bodybuilding, like what's the hardest part about the build?
I think the hardest part would have to be there's a lot actually, but I think the hardest would have to be getting out of your head. And when I say that, I mean like body dysmorphia. You know, thinking like, am I doing this right? Is this worth all the effort that I'm putting out? I think mostly is the body dysmorphia because you don't really see the changes unless you do a comparison. On my social media, I like to like post my here's where I started and here's where I'm at right now. So I
Mhm.
can personally see the comparison, but I can also show my process to the audience that's looking at it. It helped me a lot during my preps because it was in my head. I see myself every day. I'll wake up, see myself, and I'm just like, nothing's changing. Nothing's
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then if I do a picture of where I started to where I'm at now, I'm like, oh, wow, my waist did come in, or my shoulders are getting bigger, whatever the case may be. So I think just getting out of your head in regards to just do the work, don't think about it, don't overthink it. Probably the second thing is me being a parent, I'm feeding everyone. There are things that my kids want. I want pizza. And I'm like, I want pizza too. I want pizza too. So it's just having that discipline to like still allow them to do whatever they want to do. But at the same time, I have discipline enough to be, I'm going to sit here and eat my chicken and rice, you know?
Is that typically the nutrition? Is it just a lot of chicken and rice?
Chicken. So your proteins are normally chicken, beef, ground turkey. When you're getting leaner, like fish, cod, then you got your greens. Normal greens are like asparagus, broccoli, green beans, and then your carbs, rice, cream of rice, oatmeal, some fruit. But once you get closer into show day, they pull your fruits. I think that was like the one thing that I was craving. Like whenever anybody was like, what do you want after you compete? When I'm like, I want fruit. You don't want any cut? No, I want pineapples. I want strawberries.
Is it because it has sugar in it or?
So it softens you up. So most bikini competitors closer towards their show, if they're too muscular, they have to have a soft look. So what their coaches will do is give them like blueberries or strawberries or raspberries to soften them up.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So I need to lay off the blueberries.
Berries. I know you mentioned all those nutritious meals, but like, what's your favorite go-to meal?
It's gonna sound so crazy. Ground beef, sweet potatoes, and almond butter. butter.
I thought you were going to say cottage cheese because I feel like everyone's been doing the cottage cheese craze.
Yeah, no, almond butter. Put a little almond butter on there.
Hey.
Ooh,
Might have
okay.
to
Chef's
take
kiss.
that. You know, explaining the regiment, the food intake, all the foods and all the stuff you're facing. Like, how do you remain consistent through it all the way through show day? How do you remain consistent through that whole process?
So luckily I have everybody that is in my circle is very supportive. Me competing, me being a competitor. I don't really ever have to like explain myself. Whenever I go home, my mom knows, especially if I'm in a competition prep, she knows, hey,
Yeah.
don't ask, can you eat this? Can you eat that? Because I have a specific meal that I'm doing. Nobody ever really questions like me going to the gym or why I have to go to the gym. My best friend, she works out too. So it's if I'm ever in need of like somebody to be like, hey, give you that motivation and support, like she's always going to be there regardless. I just have surrounded myself with people who understand what is required in order to have a successful prep, that I don't really have those issues anymore. And the people that don't, you know, I kind of distance myself from them, not necessarily like cut them off, but it's just like, you're not conducive to where I'm at in my life right now. So it's never any love lost, but it's just
Yeah.
like I have to separate myself from this relationship in order to be successful.
Yeah.
That's why when I say bodybuilding is selfish, it's because you kind of have to be selfish when it comes to
Mhm.
that.
That makes sense.
Surround yourself with those that will help encourage and not discourage.
Right, exactly.
Hold on, let me write that down.
Exactly.
Good.
Because you're always going to have that one person like, you can't just eat this. Like, no, I cannot just eat
Yeah. And
that.
stop tempting me because I want
Yeah.
pizza.
It's just one meal. I know, but I can't.
What's your workout routine like? How many days a week? And obviously, it's probably like upper body, lower.
So right now I'm training 5 days a week. I have 2 rest days. My rest days are split up Thursdays and Sunday. My current split is since I have to build my back and my shoulders and a little bit of my quads. I have shoulders Monday, back day Tuesday, Wednesday is my leg day, Thursday is my off day, Friday is another shoulder and back day, Saturday is glutes, and then Sunday is my rest day. So
Nice.
it's based off of muscle that I need to build as more so like push pull. Mine's more muscle focused.
Are you doing like supersets or are you just like focusing doing shoulder press this day? Or are you doing like a shoulder press and like a row or something?
I don't do supersets.
It's
Just
probably just
one.
lifting heavy, right?
Yeah, it's just one exercise. So I'll have my warm up and then my 2 working set and then go to the next exercise. And it's up to 5. Like the max is 5 exercises per day. It's more emphasis on building that strength
Right.
and pushing more weight as opposed to like more reps and sets.
You mentioned 2 recovery days throughout the week. So what do your recovery days look like?
Thursdays, I don't do anything except if I go to run club, it's like an active recovery, basically.
Yeah.
I still have a step count I have to reach every day. So right now my step count is 11,000 steps, which I knocked that out like a daily thing, like without
Mhm.
having to like do extra stuff, like go walk on a treadmill or something like that, just because
Mhm.
of how active I am at work. Normally on Thursdays, like I said, I'll go to a run club. I'll go to the run club, or if I can't make it to run club, then I'll just do treadmill, like a normal walk on a treadmill or walk around the neighborhood. And then Sundays I don't try and do anything.
Yeah.
That's normally when I do my grocery shopping. If I go to Sam's, I'm walking up and down every aisle. Even though I don't need to, I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
it down every aisle just to get those steps in. But
Yeah.
I don't try and do anything on Sundays. But if I have to, then I'll probably walk the neighborhood too.
You don't do anything else like special, like ice bath or roll
Oh,
out the body?
I do get body work done. Saturday, I went and got body work done. And normally, like in the off season, I'll probably go once a month. During competition prep, that was like every 2 weeks,
Cool.
leading up until. And then probably like that last month, it would just be therapeutic massages. But prior to, I would get like cupping and scraping just to like break up the muscle and help the blood flow through.
What would you say to someone, a woman that was looking to get into the bodybuilding space? Like any words of encouragement or any advice?
Yes. First and foremost, talk to other female competitors. They're going to be the subject matter experts when it comes to what you need to look for as far as a coach is concerned, what expectations you should have, what questions you should ask that coach when you're looking for a coach. They're going to give you their experiences as far as like, okay, how do I deal with body dysmorphia? How do I deal with eating enough? As a bodybuilder, you're eating a lot. a
Yeah.
lot. And I had trouble with that when I first started. And one of my good female friends was like, set a timer on your phone every 2 hours, every 3 hours, that timer's gonna go off. Same thing with water. I was having trouble with drinking water. My alarm goes off, I drink water, you know?
Hmm.
So ask those questions and don't be afraid to ask those questions. And also, it is a very intimidating sport, but there are people who are out there like willing to help. Just because if you see me in the gym, I may not look like I'm a talkative person, but as y'all can see, I'm very talk. Like I love talking to people. I love,
Hmm.
especially coming into the community. It's like, oh, you're interested in bodybuilding. Like, let me help you. What questions do you have? What can I answer for you? You know? So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of finding that person who is knowledgeable in bodybuilding that is willing to help you and asking all those questions. And then also you have to make sure that your mental health is, I wouldn't say like 100%, but it's 85% there
Hmm.
because bodybuilding will take you through it. And if your mental health is not up to par, then you're going to have a really hard time, like a very hard time.
Oh, that does sound like a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you for explaining that.
I'm going to prep Jason for his first bodybuilding
Come
show.
on
There you
now. She been
go. There you
stalling me,
go.
but it's coming. It's coming.
Mr. O over here in the making right here.
Yeah, so going back to your training and like highlighting the good days, the bad days, just explain how do you remain motivated and what do you do when like training just seems impossible to do? How do you get over that hump?
So yesterday was a horrible training day.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it. So yesterday I ended up training later than I normally do. So it threw me
Mhm.
off. And I got to the gym, it was packed. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is not good. All the machines that I needed to use, it's just demotivating me the more and more. So I started recording my workouts and I was like, this is not it. I'm not feeling it. But again, I do have a lot of supportive people around me. My best friend was there working out with me. We kind of just had our little conversation. I was like, I'm not feeling it. She's like, I'm not feeling it too. I was like, we need to push each other. Like we got to get this done. Like we have to do it.
Yeah.
So like days like that is where again, I'm lucky to have the people that I have in my circle. Now, if she wouldn't have been there, then it probably would have been a different story. I still probably would have pushed through because I've gotten to a point where it's like I know what my goal is and I know that right now the goal is to build that better package so that when I step back on stage, undeniable. Like I know that in my off season, I put all the effort that I could into every training day, every meal, so that there's no question about it whenever I do step back on stage. Like, oh, remember on January 5th when I was supposed to do shoulders and I slacked off on my training. Now that's coming back on December 14th, whatever day the show is, I don't want to
Yeah.
have those second guesses or doubts in my head. So I
Yeah.
think that's what drives me to keep pushing. Not gonna lie, most days, there are some days where I'm just going through the motions, but at least I showed up for myself and I showed up
Hmm.
to do what I needed to do. And
Hmm.
then that next day, I just go that much harder. So
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's dope.
Heck yeah.
yeah.
What's your favorite lift day?
My favorite lift when I first started, it was legs, obviously. Like
I
I
love
was like,
legs too.
I want quads and I want glutes. I want it all. All right. Now I love a good back day, especially like when the pump is there. Back and shoulders. Back and shoulders are like my go-to. And a shoulder day, I'll get a nice arm pump. So it's like
Hmm.
whenever I flex in the mirror, I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
Yeah.
you
yeah, that
look
looks
great.
good. But my favorite has to be back because
Yeah.
I've gotten to a point where I'm not perfected, but I've gotten a better pull up, and it's because I've incorporated pull ups in every back workout. So it's like
Mhm.
now it's, oh, how many pull ups can you do? I can do 20 right now, like
Nice.
All
Nice.
right, it's
Nice.
I not really. I'm over exaggerating, not
Oh.
20.
Oh,
It's like more like 10, but
but still, 10 is good. 10 is good.
10 in a row, 10 in a row on a good
Yeah,
day.
that's good though. That's still
So
good.
impressive. I can do one.
But it's like, your average female, I think there's like a Instagram sound or something like that. It's like, do you know how many pull-ups the average female can do? And it's like your average female can only do like 1 to 2. So it's the success of knowing that I can do more and, working towards bettering myself. It just makes it more exciting.
Okay, I have two other questions regarding lifting.
Okay.
What is your max bench press
In a lifetime or like right now?
right now?
I think it's 165 right now.
Nice.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, I think it's
Nice.
165 right now.
Nice.
Right now,
Mhm.
I benched the other day and I think I got up to 155, which is like 10 pounds, but still like 10 pounds is a lot. And I almost struggled with that one. It was a little rough. I was like, oh, where's my strength? So we'll just say 165 is my max right now.
Yeah. All right. All
Okay.
Yeah.
right. This one's for my husband basically because he says that I have run my butt off. So what's the best glute exercise?
Hip thrust.
Okay.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Glute bias, RDLs help too. RDLs
Yeah.
help too. Split squats.
Oh,
Split
Glute
squat.
bias. So there's a way to focus on your quad, and then there's another way to focus on your glute. So I would say hip thrusts, RDLs, leg curls, seated, lying leg
Oh,
curls.
gotcha.
Those will
Yeah.
help. I'm a very quad dominant person though. I lack in the glute area too. What has helped me is hip thrusts.
okay.
Gotta write that down. Sorry about
Write
that.
it
I
down.
love notes. You did mention you do have plans to do another show. I know you say you're in the off season. So when is your next show?
Me and my coach have decided that we're going to take a full year off to grow. That
Okay.
way I can focus on my side quests 'cause I have. And side quests, I mean like other things that I want to do. So this year
Yeah.
in February, I am competing in a High Rocks in Las Vegas. And I don't know when this is going to get aired, but so Tough Mudder reached out to me and wants to do a collab with me. That will be in Austin also in February. It's
Cool.
like back to back weekends.
So
um,
you're an influencer.
I don't want to say that I'm an influencer. I don't consider myself an influencer. I just post my life and whoever it reaches, it reaches. And if
Mm.
somebody has a question or it inspires somebody to step into that community, whether it's high rocks, running, bodybuilding, it's not so much like I'm pushing this stuff out for
Yeah.
that. But if
Mhm.
it reaches a person that is like, hey, I really thought about doing high rocks. Can you answer some questions for me? Or I really thought about running my first 5K or whatever the case may be. Like, that's why I push the information out just to say, like, hey, I'm a normal person. I'm a parent, I'm in the military, I'm a soldier, whatever the case may be. Like, and I can still do stuff like this, my
Yeah.
body's still allowing me to do it. And I have fun doing it. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's not so much I'm pushing out content to get somebody to pull back and be like, hey, we want you. Like, no, I'm
Mhm.
just pushing it out just because
Yeah.
it's
You're
something
like,
that I enjoy doing.
yeah.
I think once I get to a point where I don't enjoy doing it, then I probably won't share that part of my life anymore. But as of right now, I love my little side quests.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love them. It's fun.
So not influencer, but an encourager. Come on now.
Yeah.
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 Write that
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
Somebody write that down. So okay.
So, what is your mantra when things get tough? Like, do you have something that you tell yourself, or like, like even let's just say, was that yesterday you said at the gym was hard? Is there something that goes through your head that kind of gets you to keep going?
I ask myself, how bad do I really want this?
There you go.
How bad do you really want it? Do you want it that bad enough, or do you not care enough to allow like some little excuse or some little negative thing to deter you from your goals? How bad do you want it? And then also, I think about all the people that it's going to sound so cliche, but are praying for my downfall. Like I know there's
Mm.
somebody that just is scrolling on my social media like, dang, she's still being successful. And it's just, yeah, I'm still doing it. The people that sat there and told me I shouldn't compete in this last show. To those people, that was my motivation to continue through my prep because at one point in my prep, I was like 4 weeks out. I had fired my coach. I was going through mental health issues. Like, should I do it? Should I not? Is this worth it? And I had people telling me you should just pull out. Don't compete. And I really had to like have that inner monologue with myself. How bad do you want this?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Like, you have all these people sitting here telling you not to do this. How bad do you want this? Like, my goal for this last prep was I knew in August the package that I put on that stage, it was a good package. Don't get me wrong. And when I say
Yeah.
package, like my physique,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
I knew that was not like my full potential.
Hmm.
So my
Okay.
goal for this show that I did in December was like put everything on that stage. Do not leave anything off the table. Put all your effort into it. So when I
Mhm.
got to that point where I was like, should I continue or should I just stop? And everybody was like, no, you should stop, whatever the case may be. I
Yeah.
was like, no, because I know what my full potential is. And I'm not going to allow y'all to think that I'm just going to give up.
I love that.
Love it. Love
No,
it.
I
Yeah,
love that.
I did it for my haters. No, I'm kidding.
The ops. Right. Dude, I'm intrigued since you asked the question, Michelle. What is your mantra when things get hard?
I think I just tell myself, you've got this. You've done this before. Just
Mhm.
Mhm.
keep going. Yeah, I don't want to let myself down, so like just keep going. You got this.
Okay.
Just keep running.
It's
Just
gonna
keep
feel so
running.
good at the end. Like it may be
Yeah.
horrible right now, but once you're
Yeah.
done, like it's gonna feel so good and you're gonna feel so accomplished. And
Yeah.
then that's just gonna be like it's like a runner's high, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It hurts and it sucks. But once you hit that
Yeah.
runner's high, it's like, let's run
Yeah.
10 more miles.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That is
I know. I
true.
was like in my speed workout today, I was like, oh, you got this. Like, you've done this before. Just keep breathing.
What's yours, Jason?
I would say, again, it sounds cliche, but I'm proud of you always.
Hmm.
Because
Oh.
like it's that reminder because I do a lot of high volume and some days kind of suck. I'm like, man, because it's you know how the days are. Because I get up
Hmm.
early. You don't know how the day. Well, I know how the day is gonna go, but you
Yeah.
don't know how intense it's gonna go, and that definitely takes a toll like on the mental. And then starting it again. To start again, I just try to remind myself like, hey, you did it. Now we started again. Let's just finish it. So just proud of you always, no matter the outcome. You know, if it's a
Hmm.
good day, bad day, you showed up. So. You just
Hmm.
gotta, give that reminder to yourself. So, and that's what I do.
I'm proud of you.
Hold
Always.
on,
Always.
hold on, bro. I didn't see that coming.
Now I know. So when you get a random text message in the morning, hey, I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'm proud of
I'll be
you.
up. Oh, I'll be up.
Always. I
Yeah.
know you're always up
Always
early.
up.
I have to like wake myself up in the mornings. Obviously, I look at my phone, see the notifications, and I'm like, okay. And then I get on Instagram, and the first person that pops up in my stories is
It's me.
I say, what is he doing? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's
Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning.
I slept in.
He's like this. I gotta get on the grind, man. I gotta get these miles in.
I be fiending. You tell my runner's high. I be dreaming about miles. I wake up.
Hmm.
Yes.
Hmm.
I said, thank God. Do my little stretching and I just go. That's a blessing to, do what we do.
Most definitely.
Always
Yeah.
grateful. I got a very important question for you. You know what I'm saying? We've been asking a lot of people on the podcast this question, and it's okay if you cry, but I really want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the viewers, or excuse me, the listeners would like to hear it too. But if you can really like sum it up, what is your why behind it all?
My why. Okay. My why is to make the people around me, my family, my kids, my friends, to make them proud. That's my why. I know that when I do stuff like compete and stuff like that, my mom loves bragging about me.
Yeah.
Oh, my daughter just competed in a bodybuilding show and she's running marathons. I think that it's also awesome because like I have boys. They're sitting here telling their friends like, oh, my mom, she's over here lifting all these weights and she's running and doing all this cool stuff. And obviously my friends, I have such supportive friends and you've told me before too, like, hey, I'm proud of you. And I'm just like,
Hmm.
those words of affirmation just keep pushing me. It's just
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm doing something, like I'm
Hmm.
doing something. And another thing too is like, I'll have like random people message me. Last week, I went to Sam's and I was walking out, and this girl came up to me and she was like, Damaris? And I'm like, and sometimes like I don't know people. I'm very good with faces, but I just did not recognize this person. I was like, yes.
Subtle, subtle.
And she was like, oh my gosh, I follow you on Instagram. And, I just wanted to say you inspired me to get back in the gym. And I saw your transformation. And so I started working out again and I've lost 15 pounds. And I'm just like, wow, that's my why. That's why I push the content that I push. That's why I share so much of my life on social media because you never know who is looking for that like little motivation. I'm very transparent with everything. I'm
Hmm.
very much like, hey, today's not a good day, or hey, I'm dealing with body dysmorphia, or hey, the lift wasn't the best, but I still pushed through. I think that's what reaches out to specific people. So when people come up to me and they're like, hey, I saw your reel about you running, and now I just signed up for a 5K, or
Hmm.
I
Mhm.
saw your reel about your show that you just did, or I saw your transformation from where you started in January to where you're at now. And I just reached out to a coach. I'm going to
Yeah.
start bodybuilding. It's stuff like that. It's like, wow.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Going back to the situation you mentioned coming out of Sam's Club. So how did that really feel? Like I know it's like it's a powerful moment, but like in the moment, like how did you like really feel in your
Honestly,
body?
I was so shocked when people come up to you like that. They make you feel, and I'm not a celebrity. I'm nobody. I will be the first person to tell you I am the most humble person in the world. I am your average person. If anybody comes up to me and is like, no, oh my gosh, you're her. And I'm like, I am very much average. If you see me outside outside, I look crazy sometimes. I walk outside the house, I'm looking crazy. I don't expect to be approached like that. And I told my best friend this. As soon as she told me that, I was like, oh, it's so nice to meet you. Make sure you message me so that I know who you are so that we can keep in communication. Because again, she was starting her journey and she was like, yeah, I'm going to start working out by myself, da 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 da, whatever. So I was like, if you have any questions, reach out to me and let me know. So she ended up DMing me and was like, it was so nice meeting you. Immediately, I called my best friend. I was like, girl, you won't believe what just happened to
That's
me.
so dope.
I was so in shock that when I had reached somebody, I don't want to use inspire because I don't feel like inspirational or influential. I'm just myself, you know? But that I had reached somebody to the point where they were like, if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Or if she's doing this, I'm going to start my journey to do whatever the case may be. I think I was just shocked. And the way everything happened, it was just like, she treated me like I was a celebrity. And I'm like, girl, I'm just an average person. I'm very average. I was wearing sweatpants, Crocs. I had just left the gym. Sweatpants, sweatshirt, Crocs. My hair was like this. Like, I looked crazy. That's how I normally look when I step outside. It's just, I don't care. The way she made me feel like I was Beyonce.
That's so special.
Yeah. And I was just, wow. And then she was like, this is my husband and he follows you too. And I'm like, girl, like, you're making me feel like $1 million right now. I love that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I was cheesing, like blushing, like ear to ears. Even though talking about it again, I'm just like, wow, that was crazy.
Well, again, Damaris, it was an amazing opportunity to sit down and talk with you about your training regimen, your prep successes, and side quests. We see nothing but success in your future. We are proud of you always,
Aw.
and I encourage you to continue with your impact. I know you said not influence, but encouragement. You know what I'm saying, to others, because you never know who you will
Mhm.
reach, obviously.
Yeah.
And we can't wait to see what's next for you for sure.
Y'all see me at High Rocks,
All right.
Vegas.
I'm very interested in High Rock. So just echoing what Jason said, it was so great to chat with you and you had so many great things to say and things that will help encourage and might impact somebody else.
It was wonderful talking to you both. It was long overdue. Jason's been trying to get me on this
Once.
podcast forever.
Once.
Well, where can the listeners continue to follow your journey?
My Instagram is _Damaris Diana _
Nancy.
Yeah,
No,
just
I
follow
got
me
you.
on Instagram. And there's a link on there to my TikTok. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, then you
Got
can.
you.
But
All right, Michelle, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram at MQUIT.
Heck yeah. And then mine, Go For Your 30 on Instagram. And we are on YouTube, Runners Like Us podcast. Subscribe, watch I guess the video versions of our show. But yeah, thank you everybody for listening. Thank you, Damaris. Again, thank you, Michelle. Always thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
It was a phenomenal episode. And thank you for sharing your journey and everything. I'm inspired
thank
for
y'all
sure.
so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we appreciate you and proud of you always.
And we begin to